I'm Ryan, and I'm back again with the last episode of RSR Classic for quarantine content. The match we are talking about tonight is Sporting Kansas City 2, Toronto FC 2. The scoreline, not the second team's. 2-2 was the scoreline. From July 7th, 2018, the first ever match I went to live. This match means a lot to me, and I thought, why not end this mini-series before we get into the MLS's back tournament with something that means a lot to me. So we're going to talk about this match. So I'll talk about the plays. I'll talk about a little bit of the story with the match, or how I feel, then the story, and then I'll also put that clip of me ending up on TSN into the video because I still have it, and it fits. You knew it was coming when I tweeted that this was the video I was doing. You knew it was coming, so. In the 25th minute, Javinko has the ball, passes it to Justin Morrow. Justin Morrow centers it to Jonathan Osorio, who doesn't have much room to shoot or take a pass or anything, but he shoots, puts it past Tim Melia into the net, 1-0 TFC, and it looks pretty good at that point. Then, after halftime, in the 56th minute, Jerso Fernandez is taken down in the box with a bad tackle by Eric Zavaleta, because of course it's Zavaleta. Penalty is given, Ilie Sanchez takes it, Bono dives the right way, but he can't save it because there's too much power on the shot, and Ilie puts it in to make it 1-1. Then in the 61st minute, Diego Rubio plays Johnny Russell on. Hagland loses him horribly. Johnny Russell blazes past, shoots, and puts it past Bono to make it 2-2 or 2-1. SKC, Sporting Kansas City. And then in the 69th minute, Nico Hassler bodies Juan Kuzain off the ball, passes it to Jordan Hamilton, and Jordan Hamilton has a wonderful curler, wonderful strike past Tim Melia to make it 2-2, and TFC gets 1 point out of this match. That's how it would end, and the match was pretty good in my eyes. I thought it was pretty good. Even though the defense made 2 mistakes, Zavaleta being a bonehead like he always is, especially that year and still into last year, and probably this year if he's not stapled to the bench or there's a lot of injuries. You know, it is what it is. He's a bonehead. And Hagland losing Johnny Russell, he got played on well. That was a perfect pass. I can't really blame Hagland, but hey, it is what it is. Johnny Russell got played on perfectly with that pass. I can't complain. The defense was okay, but they kept a draw. And also, the team didn't have Altidore, Alro, or Akeche in that match. And yes, I still think Akeche deserved more of a chance than y'all let him get that season. I always backed Akeche. Y'all didn't. But it is what it is. Hansen played well that second half of the season, so yeah, but still. Yeah? Akeche got wronged. I'll still say that till the day I die. Akeche got wronged in 2018 by TFC. But TFC was missing Altidore and Alro in that game. So us getting the draw like that was pretty good. And knowing it was my first live MLS match, being there, like actually being in the ground, you know, I'll take a draw. I'll take a 2-2 draw in a season that's pretty crappy. When you need to take an upturn, I'll take it. And let's look at the context before that match. Against the New York Red Bulls on Canada Day, they lost 1-0 after Bono let in a horrible goal, losing it in the shadows, and they just couldn't score. They put on a lot of shots, but they just couldn't score. July 4th against Minnesota, they lost 4-3. They tried to come back, but they still had a horrible lineup. And I was worried. We drove there Friday. Let me tell you something about that drive. In my head, to Kansas City, in my head, I was thinking, okay, What the hell are they going to do? Because I was thinking about that result the whole time. And I was like, what the hell is TFC going to do? Because they got owned by New York. They looked bad against Minnesota, even though they tried to come back. What are they going to do here? And I knew the injuries were there, so I'm like, okay, so what are we getting? And they still had a pretty good side, and they had a pretty good performance, which is all I could ask for, because that season was a season from hell, 2018, besides the Champions League run and that Kansas City game. That's all I remember fondly from that season. Everything else I remember to like, why did we get put through this? Varying degrees of that. So, that game, to me, was enjoyable. I was happy with it. The defense did good enough. The offense scored enough goals. I wasn't mad. I was just happy to be there and see TFC didn't get slapped. Because I was expecting them to get slapped. I'm not lying. There was a creeping feeling in the back of my head that, of course, they were gonna get slapped. But they didn't. So I was happy with the result. Was I happy with the rest of the season? No. Will I ever be? No. But it is what it is. That game was what it was. I'll always love it, even though it wasn't the best result. But, you know, I'll take it. Now you're saying, what about that Columbus game that you went to? We saw that RSR. Why'd you almost lose your marbles and have tranquil fury? Because if you weren't in a hotel room, you would have screamed bloody murder. Well, because we needed 3 points from that game, or at least that's what it seemed like. I didn't think they were going to go on a 13-match unbeaten run, that last year's team. Second of all, I was expecting a win because Columbus was ass that year. Third of all, I was expecting a win. It ain't just like, oh, this is my first live game. No, this was my second away day. And all those happy butterfly feelings were out the window. We needed a win. I wanted a win. And that performance was pretty damn dreadful. Columbus. So if you want to call me bipolar, call me bipolar. But there's a difference between both. And also, that video was in the heat of the moment. So, and I didn't even lose it. But if I was here, oh no. I would have screamed so loud, probably 5 houses down would have heard me. It is what it is, but it is what it is. So, a little bit of a personal story of that match. What happened while I was there. I'll say what I could say, but, you know. So, first off, when I got there, walking into the line, we met a great, nice Kansas City fan who was part of the Blue Hell, their supporters group. We talked, was a nice guy, one of the bigger members, actually, and we just shot the breeze about footy. So, here's the fun part. We walked in to Children's Mercy Park. It was me, my mom, and my dad. We were all there. And we walked into Children's Mercy Park, the football ground. We went to get snacks before we went to our seats. So what happened was I got nachos, my dad got something, and my mom got something. I don't remember. But the guy that we talked to in the line went up with his season ticket members card and helped pay for it. Or I think he just paid for it, actually. That's the first good thing about that match. The second good thing about that match is I met 2 people from MLSE, 2 stewards who were there with inebriati. And we just talked until we went to our seats. So it was about 30, 40 minutes till we could go to our seats. 30, 40 minutes. And we just talked about TFC's season to that point. I saw them in TFC polos. I said, glory, glory, TFC. They noticed me. We talked. It was amazing. And they offered to take me up to the away section. I said at halftime because we got pretty good seats. We had seats at midfield. That's what we bought. Now I know I should have spent the whole game in the away section. But at that point, I'm like, those seats were like 70 a piece, and they ended up being like almost $300. I'm at least sitting a half at midfield. Now I know that was a stupid idea. I get it. I know. Don't dunk on me. But then at halftime, we took a bathroom break. We got sodas. Well, my mom and dad got alcoholic beverages, but you know they did. I got a Coke. Then we went up to the inebriati away section with the MLSE stewards. Not going to name any names because if I did, somebody would get angry at me because this is how this stuff works, but I'm still going to tell this damn story. All right? It is what it's on my Twitter too. I didn't name any names there, but you get my point. If you name names, they don't like it, you know? I think we know this by now. But back to the point. So, second half, I was up in the away section with inebriati. And it was amazing. They were amazing. The leader was there. The capo was there. A lot of the bigger members were there. They all liked me. That's another reason why I like Liverpool, because almost all of them are Liverpool fans, and I didn't know that until then. And that's why Chelsea Pool's a real thing to me. I do things for my people. You know? I do what's right for my people. You know? So, it is what it is. But, amazing. It was fun. All the chants went through. Almost was a fight in that away section because there were some Kansas City fans there. They were talking trash and stuff almost went down. There were like 12 security guards just swarming down after they realized, oh hell, something's about to go down. Made a buffer row and then no other problems, but oh my, that was nuts. But that was fun. It was amazing. They all still like me, the ones who were in Kansas City. They still like me, so I am more connected than you think. Some people had some words in the comments back at times, so I just had to say. But now I'm going to show, oh yeah, by the way, before I say that, before the match even happened, I was at my seats or in that area during warm-ups. I watched TFC warm up. I waved to Jonathan Osorio when he gave me a thumbs up and acknowledged me, so that was pretty awesome because that was his breakout season, you know, that was amazing. So that was also something that happened. But now I'm going to show that little clip of me ending up on TSN after Jordan Hamilton scored his goal in the 69th minute because you know what? It's amazing. So if you never seen it, now you'll see it. But if you remember, you remember.
Here in Kansas City, and we're tied at 2. What a finish from Jordan Hamilton.
Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool, you know? Yeah, so that is my review of Sporting Kansas City 2, Toronto FC 2. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Monday, I'm back to hype y'all TFC fans up for the MLS is Back tournament. Because we gon' win it. You know what it is. It's time to be hyped up. And we gon' hype it up. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.